Peace and prosperity, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this video, you may have watched the one before talking about my journey towards dance. If you haven't, I suggest watching that video to give you a bit of background info as to why this is so special. The fact that I got to experience this Ecstatic dance festival, which I'm about to review my experience on. So yeah, it's kind of important. It was going to be one video, but I thought there was a lot to kind of explain. I don't know if I touched base on everything and all the facts and stuff, but it is what it is and it's done now. So here I am in this video about to explain what happened to me during the Ecstatic Dance Festival 2024 held here in Osho, Leela, which is a personal development centre here in the southwest of the UK in sunny Dorset, Gillingham, Dorset. The sun is shining, it's beautiful. My tent is behind me there. I've been sleeping there for 11-12 days now. The Ecstatic Dance Festival is finished. Let me round up where I left off. So yeah, in a nutshell, dance is completely new to me. If you know me in the real life, you know you don't associate that with me. If you've been watching my videos on YouTube, there's definitely no sign of movement. Actually, there's a lot of rigidity. Well, I shouldn't even cast that spell, but that's kind of how I've seen myself to be, and that has been my journey of undoing that rigidity and unlocking this flavor that I've got, man. I've got an abundance of flavor, and I'm not shy to say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm embracing that now. So yeah, let me talk where I left off. Was the fact that I didn't go to any of the Ecstatic dance events in London after this retreat that happened here, that I was too scared to take part in. I knew it was something that I needed to face. I knew it was the next part of my journey, was to go through this whole movement thing and to unlock, this next stage of my journey. It was very clear to me that this is something that I needed to face and something that I needed to overcome. So yeah, I didn't go to any of the events in London because I was scared. I was like, oh, am I going to be able to let go? There's so many people, it's a different crowd. I only let go here because there was like a small, intimate kind of gathering. I knew everyone, I felt safe, and all that kind of stuff, all these fears. And I didn't go for time until recently. I done a 40-day fast, so I really cleared up my act. And yeah, I decided to go to one of the events that Ecstatic Dance London hold in Tufnell Park. So yeah, Tufnell Park is in North London. It's in a school. It's in a really nice little hall. It's a beautiful setup. I went there. I was feeling pumped up that day, I can't lie. The fast was really, I felt so alive. I felt so clean. I felt so clear. Yeah, man, the sun was shining. I was shining. You know, that all that clarity that the fast brings, and the confidence, and that clear level of consciousness, that wave, that groove. I was like, this is it. This is it. So yeah, I went there, and that night it was like a it was like this Afro-Latino kind of music, which was perfect because, you know, I'm still on the journey of uncovering and understanding what it is I can move to, what it is I can groove to. I don't have any genres per se as to what it is yet. I haven't confirmed that, but I do know it is kind of like deep stuff that I can actually really move to, but also like kind of flavor some kind of that Latino rhythmic kind of sexy kind of flair, that kind of stuff I can groove to as well. A combination of the two. So yeah, this was that kind of Afro-Latino kind of something going on. So yeah, I was there, I was able to let go. All these fears were all in my head. I was like so happy that I was able to partake and to let go. Amazing feeling to really just get out of your head and just be in the body, let the music take you. It's so liberating. Connected with some people there that I met here before. Got to hug for the first time in like 7-8 weeks because I was stayed away from Osho Leela because I was fasting, so I hadn't had any like physical contact with anyone. So it's nice to have a few hugs. And yeah, and I came back the next day for the next event in Tufnell Park, and it was like a house, but it wasn't like deep house. It was kind of a bit light. So I recognized I don't really like the light stuff, the light airy stuff. I like that pounding hard, like boom, 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 something I can really like get down to. So yeah, so I went 2 days in a row. Unfortunately, they're stopping that until September now. They're having a bit of a break. And yeah, the next week I actually went back to, they had an event in Regent's Park. This I was also scared to take part in because it was open air, it's daylight, you're exposed. All of these things that I was worried about were happening there. But I went there, like I said, I was on a high from the fast. I was feeling super smooth, super confident from the last week of being able to dance and knowing that it's all okay, and all these fears that just exist in my head, and it's conditioning that no longer serves me, and I am flavoursome, I have got a lot of groove going on, and I can do it. So I went there, and yeah, it was a load of us in Regent's Park. Regent's Park is in London, if you don't know, and we were given these headphones, and Seth, the DJ, was DJing. We could hear him on the mic, and everyone was just there grooving in the sun. It was absolutely fantastic. Met some people there again that I knew from before. Amazing time. And it was around this period that the next week was the Ecstatic Dance Festival, which was held on these exact grounds. Now, I knew I had to come back here to experience that, and I knew for about a month that I needed to call up this place, Osho Leela, to book my place as a volunteer. And for some reason, and I knew that it was going to be popular for people to come as a volunteer, but for some reason, something stopped me from calling up. I was just kind of lazy about it and last minute, which often I am at times, I can't lie. And I left it right up until the last week. And when I did call up, they said that they were full. And I was like, damn! It's like, damn, bro, why'd you always leave stuff last minute? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn. And it wasn't until that week where the Regent's Park event happened, a friend, Yvonne, shout out Yvonne, thank you so much. She messaged me. I met her here. She does acupuncture and stuff like that. Actually, I met her at the Ministry of Sound. Ecstatic Dance had an event at Ministry of Sound, the first ever sober rave in Ministry of Sound. And I went with Bhavan, who's a cook here, to sell the brownies, because I was still shy of dancing there. And she was also selling some bits to eat as well. And that's how we connected there. And she messaged me saying she had a spare ticket because Seth, the DJ from Ecstatic Dance, also does these things, and I think they're called aerial pods. They're basically just hanging bits of fabric, and you get in them, and he does the gong bath. So it's like a sound healing whilst you're kind of in the womb. So I was invited. She had a spare ticket to come to this event, and when I went there, she asked me, "Are you going to Ecstatic Dance next week?" And I was like, "Man, I'm not. I phoned up too late. I'm not going. I'm really upset." And she basically was like, "Oh, I'll message Dee," and Dee is also runs the Ecstatic Dance. And then she put me in contact. The next thing you know, I'm there and I'm in, and I've booked myself in to come from Monday to Monday as a volunteer with the Ecstatic Dance crew. So divine intervention took place. I was never meant to come as a volunteer with Osho Leela. I see the camera's leaning a bit. It's messing up my OCD, but surrender, bro. Not everything is perfect. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, I was never meant to come as a volunteer with Osho Leela. Number one, because you work more hours. Number two, you don't participate in everything. So there's a kind of disconnect. And especially for me, where I'm still at in my journey of being shy to express myself, that would not have been good for me. Like I said, it's a massive part of my journey right now that I'm on the verge of some major breakthroughs, which I did break through, which I'm going to get to in a second. So basically, I turned up, got my week, got my tent. I haven't camped since 2021, I don't think. Lovely to be out here in nature, just to ground. Those that know me, I sleep on the floor anyway, outside for nearly 6 years now. Occasionally I sleep on a bed if it's not the right circumstance, but generally I sleep on a hard surface. So yeah, connecting back with nature, being out here, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that's my tent, just chilling there. And yeah, coming with the crew, I didn't know really anyone. Did I know anyone? Maybe 2 or 3 people. Yeah, a lot of new faces. People, all different backgrounds, all united by dance, all united by movement. You know what I'm saying? It was, yeah, there was a lot of volunteers, and they didn't really need that many volunteers. I think it was just kind of done just to kind of build the community and build that connection, that kind of family, and give us this amazing experience, which we all actually had. Let me just tilt up this camera one time. Come on, come on. All right. Yeah. Yes. So, yeah, we were all put in groups of like 4 or 5. I was on the yellow team, and yeah, we were just assigned different tasks. The first 2 days, we were just kind of setting up the dome and the marquee and decorating and painting all these different signs. It was really nice for me to paint. I am very creative. I just don't do that kind of stuff enough, but when I do, I absolutely love it. Other than that, there wasn't much work. It was more about, you know, the connections and the friendships and all that kind of stuff. And pretty much what took place. Yeah, the festival started. So Look, I've got my other phone here, so I took a picture of, by the way, I'm filming that on my phone. I didn't bring my digital camera here, I should have. But yeah, this is being recorded from my S22 Ultra. Shout out all the Samsung people out there. This is my S21 Ultra. So yeah, I took a picture of the timetable just to refresh my mind and explain the kind of things that happened here, because for a 4-day ecstatic dance festival, it's not just dance. So yeah, there was a variety of things going on, which I'm just going to break down a little bit of the kind of options. So yeah, straight away, this is all at the same time, by the way. So many options: yoga, land, relax, gentle movement, a gong bath, powerful, and then yeah, they would have like openings. So there's a little how do you call it, a little band called Urubu, Urubu. I think they're Brazilian. One of them's on the saxophone, one of them they play different roles, and they're part of the movement of the ecstatic dance. I don't know the ins and outs because it's all new to me, but basically yeah, in the marquee they would start off, you know, nice and gentle. You come in, you stretch, you ease up, and then they slowly get into it, and then boom, the music's pounding, everyone's vibing and stuff like that. By the way, I don't know if I didn't say before, it's a sober place, no drugs, no alcohol, just yeah, just you are you, be you, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me go to the next day, because that was just the intro day. So yeah, stuff like in the morning there was yoga, radiance, chants and songs, so probably that was like some kirtan. Then you got the Osho meditation that happens here, no mind. Sorry, the phone's going crazy. I didn't go to any of those morning things. In the morning, I'm not much of a morning person. I like to do my own stillness meditation. So I still do stillness meditation for those that wonder what is my, you know, rituals. You know, Virgo, 6th house energy is all about rituals and daily routines and practicalities. I still do stillness meditation. I also go into the cold plunge as much as I can, especially now it's a bit warmer. It's not as life-threatening, you know what I'm saying? I go and have my cold shower, and there's a cold bath here, so I get in there in the morning and yeah, brush my teeth, whatever, and then I'm ready for the day. So I didn't take part in that. And then yeah, from 9 o'clock we'd have our group gathering for the volunteers, for the crew, which we'd just talk about how we're feeling, and then we go over the day's task. Like I said, there wasn't much work to do, which was really good. And yeah, then the dance would start, and I'll go to 1, then there's a wonderful lunch. I've been on a raw vegan diet. I don't know if you heard before, or maybe I mentioned in the other video, I've done a long fast, and I actually broke the fast to come here, which actually landed on day 41. So yeah, I've done a 40-day fast. I didn't eat for 40 days. So I've been on the raw diet. So I've been experimenting with raw foods. What have I been eating? Only from here, I've been taking just a salad and a salad dressing. Sometimes there's a bit of tomato, sometimes there's a bit of olive. But generally, I've got some avocados in my tent. I've been bringing my own olives. And what else? And yeah, in my tent I've just got loads of nuts. Yeah, a lot of nuts. I've been soaking the nuts because I was taking in a lot of nuts, so I've had to start soaking the nuts because it's to ease up on the digestion. Also, when it comes to sweet treats, I've got loads of medjool dates and pecans together, wonderful combination. I've got some blueberries, I had some raspberries. So yeah, I've been kind of got my own little setup going on where I've just got kind of used to eating raw foods. So yeah, I've been on a different kind of frequency all week. The food here is amazing, but yeah, so yeah, lunch I've just been going with my own little thing. Look, 2:30, this is just an example of what happens in a day. 2:30, you had this lomi lomi, which is like a Hawaiian kind of massage thing. It's like a workshop explaining about lomi lomi. I went there on the 3rd day and experienced it, and it was just all about multi-handed massage. So we had to, like, one person got down, and it was just all about, you couldn't leave the body, and it was very like yeah, one person would be on the one leg, one person would be on the other leg, and you just kind of slowly just groove. I didn't have it myself, but just giving was amazing. It was a real meditative experience. I would love to experience what one was like. If there's anyone out there that wants to team up and give me a lomi lomi massage, I'm open to that. But yeah, at the same time of that, a gong bath was happening with these twins, Mystery School of Sound, Paul and Mark. They were twins, and they were doing this gong bath. That first day I was really tired, and I went in there. I ended up falling asleep in the gong bath. But the next day I went back. I made sure I slept before, and I ate some dates before I went in there. And actually in the gong bath, instead of lying down, I actually sat up and meditated. So I actually had the yoga block, and I meditated. And it was the sounds were bringing on different kind of visions, not proper like intense like imagery, but just different flows and weirdly enough, I saw this bag of flax seeds, ground flaxseed that's in the boot of my car. Maybe that was a sign I needed to eat more flax seeds, but other than that, it was just kind of like a bit of shapes and stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, the gong bath was powerful, really transcendental. If anyone's had a gong bath, definitely buy these twins as well. And then the wheel of consent. Ooh, so there's another workshop going on called the wheel of consent, which is all about boundaries. So if you're on the path like me, it probably means you're very sensitive, probably means you're an empath and all these other cliche terms. Look, we're basically, you know, people pleasers, you know, highly sensitive individuals, caring about other people's needs, putting other people's needs first. People, when they see me, don't think that I'm like that. I am like that. I do struggle with boundaries, and people keep taking advantage of my boundaries because I keep letting them. But basically on this wheel of consent workshop, I learned the difference of answers, the range of answers between yes and no, and there were some middle answers. And actually since that workshop, I've actually practiced it twice about saying no to stuff and actually standing in my power, and yeah, not trying to put the other person's needs first. And I've actually done it twice now, so I'm counting, and hopefully it will come to a point where I'm not counting at all and I'm just laying down my boundaries and putting myself first for once. So yeah, that was a really good workshop, that wheel of consent. And then yeah, so those three things were happening at once: Lomi Lomi, the gong bath, wheel of consent. Then in the afternoon, Foro, Brazilian partner dancing. I didn't do that. Bioenergetics, that's another powerful meditation. Singing medicine with Teresa, who's part of Osho Leela, powerful. And then there's this thing called circling. So I went to this circling thing. So there's 4 things that on at once. There's a lot of options. Circling was just a bunch of people sitting round, and it was all about how you feel being in the kind of spotlight and what comes up for you, how you express and all. It's difficult to put in words, so I'm not going to go further on that. But for me, if you know me, there's nothing more that I love than sitting around in a men's circle or just any kind of circle, talking, sharing, expressing, diving deep. I love all this stuff. 100% in the future, I will be facilitating and holding space for things like this, and just anything where we can all come together and share and express, because I love that kind of stuff. And yeah, in the evening, yeah, again, more gong baths. It was like yeah, and then the dance in the evening, which starts at 8. Again, you come in, the Yoruba tribe are doing their thing, you're warming up, it gets quite, people let go, boom, cacao ceremony. And then after that, from 10 o'clock we move into the main house, because there's a curfew out here from 10 o'clock, no noise, and it moves to the house. And there's different DJs that are coming on in the nighttime, and for me, the nighttime is where it got popping. From 10 o'clock, that's when I was really on the dance floor from start to end. And for the 3 days in a row that it was in there, it was getting later and later. So the first day it finished at midnight, next day it finished at like 1:30, and the next day it was like 3:30. And so yeah, these were the nights where I was really busting the move, and I unlocked a lot. Listen, I'm gonna say this here, innit, that when I came to Osho Leela, people knew me as someone that didn't hug, and people knew me as someone that didn't dance. And the people that met me this week during the Ecstatic Dance Festival know me as a hugger and definitely a dancer. So I'm always constantly chopping and changing, reinventing myself, uncovering new parts of myself. And I was busting some serious moves. Major breakthroughs were taking place on that dance floor. I unlocked some ancestral powers on that dance floor. I was really going for it. I just unlocked so much stuff. It was almost a shamanic experience where I was just on this like personal journey of just like moving and just like, yeah, just creating unlocking these new moves. It's difficult to explain, but yeah, a lot of people witness the power of what I was going through, and to other people it probably looked like I've been doing this for years, but that's not the truth. But yeah, so yeah, pretty much every night we were rocking it hard, and it was just amazing for everyone to be in there on a sober vibe, just expressing themselves and just moving. So yeah, powerful. A lot of kind of like, what kind of genre? Like, yeah, I guess like house, some tribal stuff. I don't really know. Look, it's all new to me. I listen to rap music. I keep it real. If you look at my YouTube premium, it's only rap music I listen to. Like, I've still got a lot of anger, a lot of rage, since people could probably see on the dance floor some of the way I was moving was quite harsh, quite masculine, quite aggressive, like boom, 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 boom. But also I do have that kind of graciousness, sexiness, like feminine kind of flow as well. So it's like a nice contrast between the two, which is your boy, multifaceted, you know what I'm saying? No discrimination, masculine, feminine, whatever. So yeah, I do listen to rap music. I don't listen to anything but rap music. I keep it real. Hopefully as time goes on, I will soften myself and try and find more groove. But generally when I'm by myself, yeah, I do listen to rap music. But so I'm still trying to find out what it is that I like in terms of music. Definitely tribal, definitely the Afro kind of stuff, Afro house or Latino kind of side of stuff, you know, that flavorsome stuff. But yeah, what can I say? Look, I'm just kind of waffling now, but what I'm trying to say is I had an amazing experience. The structure of the festival was faultless, literally, and I'm like the harsh Virgo critic, you know what I'm saying? I'm always finding flaws and stuff. That's the kind of job of the Virgo. You know, Virgo and astrology is ruled by the digestive system, so the digestive system, it takes what's not needed and gets rid of it. So that's the way that a Virgo works. Virgo is very systematic, and it's always looking for ways to correct the system and make the system more efficient. But however, on this Ecstatic Dance Festival, it was absolutely perfect. This whole Osho Leela, which I've been coming to all year pretty much, was in a whole different time and space. It was in literally a different dimension in itself. And it was powerful. Like I said, there was so much things going on, whether you wanted to just chill, whether you wanted to go fully at it, there was something for everyone. And it was a vast degree of people, different backgrounds, different ages, but all united by movement and self-expression. And it was no judgment, just a place for everyone. There was also the contact, I kind of stopped looking at the phone now, but I just kind of talking, but that was that contact improvisation where you're kind of like, you know, flowing and moving with other people and a lot of touch and all this kind of thing. And I swear down, I'm doing this stuff like I've been doing it for years. It's like, just like yoga, when I first done yoga, I never learnt yoga. It's like I always knew it. And it's the kind of the same with dancing. That energy is and freedom and expression has always been there. It's just I was blocking myself and I was telling myself these things, these stories and this conditioning that I couldn't do that. That wasn't me, and I was blocked. So yeah, I'm unlocking, and since the festival's finished, because it finished a few days ago, I'm actually here volunteering for Biodanza Festival, which I'm probably going to make a video about because it's a whole different experience, very life-changing. I'm not going to get into it now, but I'm a lot more confident with movement now. It's actually part of my identity now that I'm a dancer, I'm a mover, I'm a shaker, I'm a groover, you know what I'm saying? I've actually downloaded this new identity of a shaker, of a mover, of a groover, you know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling a lot more confident about dance, only because I went through those breakthrough moments on the dance floor where I pushed through a lot of limiting beliefs and limiting physical So yeah, here I am. I'd like to say thank you for everyone that came and took part in this experience, the crew, to Seth, to Dee for facilitating, for Osho Leela for holding the space for this amazing experience to take place. Honestly, the whole world needs to get involved in this festival. People need to start investigating the movement. It's not for everyone. We're all at different stages of our journey. I'm fortunate enough to be at the stage where I'm exploring myself through movement, through touch and all this kind of stuff, which I've been void of my whole life. That's why it's even more powerful when you see man like me on the dance floor shaking it out. It's powerful because I've been blocked, I've been stuck my whole life, and people stop projecting on me. I haven't been smooth, I haven't had an easy life, shit has been hard and I've been blocked, and here I am shining, growing, loving, expressing. Also shout out all the people as well. Like I gave out a lot of knowledge this week. People, obviously because of the fast and my special diet and obviously my astrological knowledge, I found myself really sharing a lot of wisdom this week. So it's definitely that's why I love being in places like this, because I get to expel all of this knowledge that's fucking stuck in me and flowing through me. So yeah, thank you for everyone for, you know, being inquisitive for the knowledge, and I'm very grateful for everyone that came. And yeah, probably missed out on some stuff, but yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.